again, it's John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and I want to talk about Laremy Tunsil and why the Houston Texans want to trade for him in exchange for Jadeveon Clowney. So the Houston Texans have been shopping Jadeveon Clowney for a while now. I think the bridges have been burned between both sides. You know, they could have signed Clowney to a contract extension a long time ago. There's talks that if Clowney stays with Houston, he won't report until halfway through the season, or he might not report at all. So I think it's just better for Houston to trade Clowney and get a player and some picks in return if they can, or the maximum value in return. And the guy they're targeting is Laremy Tunsil from the Miami Dolphins, which means Clowney's probably going to go to Miami, and in return, Tunsil is going to come to Houston. This is all about one player and one player only. Deshaun Watson is a rare talent, and he has a knack for winning football games. And if you give him Tunsil up front, who is going to give him more time in the pocket and more time to create plays downfield, the Houston Texans can go from a 25 points per game offense in 2018 to a 30 points per game offense in 2019. I think they know Watson, is just a spectacular player who won a national championship and who lit it up as a rookie, and we saw how big his numbers are. Houston plans on riding that wave and just letting, Watson carry them to the promised land. Evidently, their plan is to replace Jadeveon Clowney later on down the line, and it'll be interesting to see how both teams are affected by this trade if it does go down. Brian Flores is a defensive-minded coach. He's going to trade, Laremy Tunsil, one of the better tackles on his team, or the best tackle on his team, I should say, to the Houston Texans and get Jadeveon Clowney. So it'll be interesting to see how Clowney helps out the Dolphins' pass rush. And, they're a defensive-minded team under Brian Flores, so a little bit less about the offense and more about the defense now in Miami, and it's the complete opposite in Houston. They're giving up Clowney and giving up a little bit on defense, but they're going to be better on offense with Titus Howard and Tunsil coming in. So they should be better up front for Houston, and you have to like the direction that they're heading. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.